Hi everyone, today I want to talk to you about the Miracle Turn DX and after that the Miracle Turn Premier. There are a lot of unique features on both these prams that you're not going to see in any other brands, and because of that there's a little bit of lack of understanding of what they should and shouldn't do. So I want to give you a couple of tips today. The first thing with the DX, which I have in front of me, is this has four-wheel suspension. So what that means is you can go like this, and as you can see, the wheels are still on the ground. Now, people who don't understand Combi and the concept of a flexible frame and four-wheel suspension and all the other features think this is flimsy because of that. That's actually not correct. As you can see, you've got your suspension working here. You've got both a downward cycle and you've got quite a long upward cycle on the suspension. While we're talking around this area here, you'll notice how when I lift the stroller back, the wheels extend out and you've got this white stuff there. Well, that white stuff is just a really ultra special Japanese lubricant for helping to run the pram in. Shouldn't wipe it off, nor do you need to reapply it, unless of course you get a lot of grit and dirt in there. You can see how those wheels hang down. The pram is not broken, it's just totally normal. Some people would look at this and think the wheels are falling out, but that's actually not the case, so that's fine. Second to that, like all prams and strollers, there's always some mechanism to allow you to lock the front wheels so they don't turn. This is normally designed for uneven terrain. With the Miracle Turn DX, what you do is lift those wheels up, pop the catch out, and that wheel is now locked. Okay, so you do the same on the other side, so as you can see, very simple. Now just, if ever you have problems with steering and you find the wheel's not turning freely, well, the first thing you're going to do is check that this hasn't been bumped in inadvertently, right? And notice how it's not put up like that, it's been bumped in, and you'll notice the wheel will not turn. Okay? So that should always be out unless it's fully up and clipped in for uneven terrain operation. So that's really important. Now the Miracle Turn is a pretty amazing stroller in that when you are facing the baby, it automatically locks the back wheels and unlocks the front. So really incredible piece of technology. Now how that works is mysterious to many, but I'm about to show you how it actually works. Is right here is this lever, and this lever operates little levers down, which is probably hard to see if you look down here, and there's another one over here, right, and it tells the stroller which way you're going. Now the way that comes on and off is when you reverse your handle. This is egg shaped. As you swing it over, it lifts up, and if you look down here you'll see some activity, and now that wheel's locked, this wheel's locked, and they're unlocked. Okay, and then we go back. As we push forward and cycle those wheels into lock, they're unlocked. So this is the brains of this whole mechanism. So it's important you have nothing that can obstruct this. So this lever here operates the mechanism that tells the stroller which way you're going. So it's really important to ensure nothing is stuck in that area. And what can happen is in Australia we have a tether strap. Sometimes this slides down and can get caught under here when you're opening and folding. I'll just show you what I mean. So let's say that's there like so. So as you see, I've gone backwards, that wheel's locked, right? And this wheel over the other side is unlocked because the stroller thinks we're going the other way. Another thing that can cause the wheels to malfunction is if you've got your shoulder harness not in use, you drop that over the side because you're only using the waist, and that gets stuck in there. So if ever you find the wheels are not operating correctly, always check here because this is the brains of the wheels, so that's really important. Now on the back here, similar to the other side, when I flip the handle, so these become your front wheels, we also have a mechanism here, which I'll turn the stroller around, which you slide down, so the wheels are locked in place in forward motion. Now if you leave that locked on, of course, and flip the handle and go the other way, the wheels aren't going to unlock because they're mechanically, they're manually locked in place. So again, if there's problems with steering, you always check that that's up, there's nothing obscuring that side lever, and that those front buttons there are also raised, unless of course you're using them in uneven terrain and they're locked down. So the last thing on the DX I'd like to show you is locking, or folding I should say. So when you fold the DX, you can only fold it when you're standing behind the stroller, not on the baby facing side. As you can see here, these back wheels still haven't locked into place, so before I fold, because I've just flipped the handle back, I need to push the stroller forward to cycle those wheels. They're now locked. And what you should do is you should tilt this stroller on the back wheels like this, 1, 2 on the handle, and you'll see The wheels are all beautifully lined up. The brakes wrapping around the frame, so it's ultra compact. And then when you do the last part of the fold, don't fold the stroller low down and almost parallel to the ground. You want to stand it all the way up to fold it, and ideally lift it just up the ground, because if you do it folded down, that stand is going to be hitting on the floor and will wear, and you can damage it over time. So stand it up, fold it, and when you open it, here's your lever here. Don't get into the habit of leaning it back, because that's weight on the stand again. Lift the lever, straighten it up. So again, tilt it back. Those front wheels, you want those to be hanging in line. If they're this way, you want them to settle first. Otherwise, what you can find is if the wheel hasn't correctly spun around, you go to lock it and you can't, because the wheels are banging together. So you always want those wheels to be like they are now, not like this. So tilt it back. That's it. Just want to show you the Miracle Turn Premier, which is a new version, top end version of the Combi. Similar mechanism, being called the Miracle Turn. It's got that same fancy wheel switch mechanism. Again, all of the action is this lever. Same place as the other one, looks a bit different, but it does the same thing. So when we flip the handle, as you can see now I'm in normal forwards mode. When I go into baby facing mode, I bring that over. That's going to lift this up. When I push it forward, they're locked and unlocked. So again, if there's ever any problems with steering, just check you haven't got your tether strap or harness or something obscuring this operation or affecting its performance. Like the DX, of course, if you're uneven terrain, you've got the ability to lock those wheels in place. This has got a different mechanism. You just slide that barrel down, they're locked, slide it up. If you find that the stroller's not steering correctly, just make sure you haven't inadvertently bumped that down. And then on this side, similarly, there is a mechanism here, exactly the same as the other side, where you'd slide that in place to lock those wheels. So always ensure they're up, unless of course you're in uneven terrain. Always ensure there's nothing blocking that. If you do have any steering problems, it's going to be, one of those couple of possibilities, but that's basically it. This one folds like a normal Combi. You can fold on the back wheels if you like, or you can just fold it forward, because it's only got a single fold mechanism, so you don't need to worry if the wheels are facing in. And that's it. So hopefully those few of those little tips have helped today. If you've got any questions, check out our website or call us at Combi Australia. Website's combi.com.au, and thanks very much for watching.